So streaming your games to an online service like Twitch is easily up there with one of the most computationally demanding loads that you can put your system through. There are very few workloads that will stress both your CPU and GPU close to 100% utilization at the same time, but streaming your live gameplay is one of them. That is, if you're using your CPU to handle the video encoding. Now this is where Nvidia's NVENC encoder, found on most of their latest GPUs, aims to reduce the overall burden for your system when it comes to streaming. Now the last time that we tested this, things overall went pretty well. We can get some really good quality out of these GPUs when it comes to streaming, but as soon as we added a webcam to the video stream, things started to fall apart a little. We got some encoding lag, and there was a lot of inconsistent pacing when it came to the stream side of things. Since then though, this seems to have been quietly fixed, and I certainly wasn't told anything. There was no major announcement or anything like that. It's just kind of like a quiet update. I'm not sure if it was fixed by OBS or Microsoft or Nvidia themselves, but this sort of encoding lag experience that I was getting when you add in a webcam, it just doesn't seem to be there anymore. In fact, I've personally been using NVENC for my own Twitch streams for about a month now, and it's been excellent if I'm honest. And that's even using it over the 3900X and the 9900K. I actually get more performance retained by using NVENC. I don't get those encoding errors that I had before. So today we're going to see just how far we can push the NVENC encoder on these GPUs in terms of frame rate, resolution, and additional video sources, because previously that was its downfall. Now the testing in this video will mostly focus on NVENC and testing the usability of several different streaming settings, but it's definitely worthwhile to take a quick breeze through our previous testing. And for those who have no idea what I'm talking about, the NVENC encoder is a separate hardware chip found on Nvidia's GPUs, and the recent one is actually quite good. In fact, it's pretty underrated after this last OBS update. In summary, I found the new NVENC encoder to deliver video quality that is easily as good as the X264 fast preset in OBS, and sometimes it even looks as good as the X264 medium preset depending on the scene. So visually, at least for game live streaming, video quality here is very impressive. By far the most impressive performance metric here though is the fact that while streaming with NVENC, you're not going to lose much frame rate at all while gaming. As we can see here, NVENC has a huge step up on CPUs like the 9900K and even the Ryzen 3900X, a 12-core 24-threaded processor which will have you losing about 15% of FPS while streaming at a comparable visual quality. Those CPUs, for most of us at least, are not cheap. The new NVENC chip, on the other hand, can be found in all RTX GPUs and all GTX 16 series GPUs except for the 1650 that has the previous gen lower quality encoder on hand. So as I said, for about the last month, I've been streaming on Twitch using NVENC without any drawbacks whatsoever, contrary to my previous testing on it. I'm able to play with a webcam and a completely uncapped frame rate in competitive titles like Apex Legends, and I say this on stream pretty often, but it feels like I'm not streaming at all, simply because my game and frame rate feel exactly as if I'm just playing normally. And so the settings that I've been using include the stream resolution set to about 900p, the webcam window set to 480p, and a target bitrate of 6500 kilobits per second. Now I wanted to see exactly where the limit for NVENC was, so I started increasing the resolution both for the game and the webcam, and surprisingly I was able to push things really far. Even with both the game stream and the webcam resolution set to 1080p, there were 0 lagged frames in Apex Legends, so thankfully this doesn't seem to be an issue anymore. So here you can get great looking smooth live streams with an extremely low cost of performance with a webcam as well. I also tested this in CSGO and Overwatch, and the results were pretty consistent there too. Now lately I've noticed a few of the top streamers playing around with streaming at a frame rate of 120 frames per second as opposed to the usual 60 frames per second. That is, if you're a viewer and you're watching in Google Chrome and you have a fast enough monitor that you're watching it on, you'll actually be able to see their gameplay being streamed on your monitor at 120 frames per second. And this is actually a kind of surreal thing to experience, because it kind of looks like they're playing on your monitor. They're there in your room and you're just watching the monitor that's being played on. Now I'm not sure if this is going to be a fad that dies out or a trend that catches on, fun, but I wanted to give this a go in Apex Legends using NVENC, but unfortunately it's a bit of a mess, and I observed around 25% of lagged frames. And this isn't something that I expected to work on NVENC at all anyway. I just wanted to see where the limits are, and this seems to be at least one of them. And of course, this YouTube video that you're watching right now is rendered at 60 FPS, so you won't really be able to tell the difference anyway, but I will leave links down below to some of these sample test streams so that you can see for yourself. Adding in a webcam, of course, just makes things worse. At this point, the game even crashed every 5 minutes or so. So this is an example where streaming on the CPU using X264 encoding does have the leg up on NVENC, as here 720p at 120 FPS is totally doable even when adding in a webcam. This is going to be game dependent though, and if your GPU is underutilized or frame capped, then you will be able to get away with it. For example, I was able to stream CSGO at this frame rate without a problem, seeing as it is a pretty light title. So in closing, my main concerns with NVENC, that is the occasional encoding lag when gaming and then the consistent encoding lag when adding in an additional source like a webcam, seem to be pretty much fixed. Now this is a pretty big deal for casual streamers in my opinion, because it totally removes the need for a high core count CPU. In other words, it lowers the barrier to entry significantly to the point where if you have an Nvidia GPU with the new NVENC chip, which is pretty common, you can quite easily get a great looking stream. That means that you don't have to worry about a huge list of things that come with streaming using X264 on the CPU, including losing a ton of frame rate, sparing enough CPU utilization, CPU cooling, and not to mention the increased power consumption. So I guess streaming on the CPU is redundant now then? Well, not exactly. For the few of you who want to output your streams at 120 FPS, NVENC just doesn't seem to like that for the moment. I do think that the majority of us would agree though that 60 FPS is more than enough for viewing a live stream. Most people aren't watching Twitch on a 144Hz display. Now another reason you might want to steer towards X264 encoding on the CPU and not NVENC is if you just want to go absolutely crazy with your additional video sources and just in general have a little bit more flexibility with your stream. Let's say in addition to streaming your live gameplay, you also want a 4K camera pointed at your face and then a 1080p camera pointed at your mouse pad. That sort of thing, you definitely steer towards X264 encoding on the CPU. NVENC isn't going to be so reliable and guarantee you your results there. It's also important to remember that NVENC has been optimized for game streaming, not really designed for all these additional sources and other use cases. Of course, there's also the case for those who demand the best stream quality out there, and that is only possible with X264 encoding on the CPU. Now, if you have a sufficient bitrate, NVENC can look seriously good. To beat NVENC's visual quality consistently, you'll need to be using at least X264 medium preset in OBS, and that requires an 8-core 16-threaded CPU at the absolute minimum, with the 12-core Ryzen 3900X being the ideal choice there. Again though, I can't stress this enough, it's important to be realistic. Remember that most users will be watching your stream on their phone or in a small window off to the side on their desktop. All in all, I feel like NVENC gets a bad rep for what it used to be on the 10 series and prior, pretty much a backup option for streaming if you didn't have a high core count CPU. But now things are seriously different, to the point where I can comfortably say that it's probably the most sensible streaming encoder choice for 90% of users. Most people just want to stream their game at a good visual quality at around 900p or 1080p resolution, and probably with a face cam or mouse cam overlaid onto their stream. For that, NVENC hits the spot really well. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them down below, or even better, wait till I'm live on my own live stream and then you can ask them directly. I go live about once or twice a week and it's always a good bit of fun. So I'll leave the link down in the description. Feel free to give me a follow and post some questions in the chat if you have any. As always guys, a huge thanks for watching and I will see you all in the next one.